right, call us selfish if you want, but in honor of 50 years of hip-hop, today we are headed straight for the slums. Detroit's very own hip-hop group, Slum Village, has seen a lot of changes over the years, but the group is still leaving its mark on the industry. Billboard magazine recently named them one of the top 50 hip-hop groups of all time. Our Amir Makeupson caught up with the duo for an inside look at where the group has been and where they're going.
Slum Village came to be late 80s, early 92. We met in high school. Actually, we met in high school, so I would say 90s. I graduated in 93 at Persian High School, so we got together. I heard about the guys, and they heard about me, and we did this big cypher thing. I grew up as a only child. You know, my mom passed when I was 17 from cancer. Then I had to move around. I just wanted a better life. That's kind of my motivation. I mean, we had drug dealers on the corners over here. You had people doing this and doing that. But we had each other, so the music just kept us tight. The core of Slum Village got together after we were about to get signed to Hoops Records. And that's what his dad was there.
My parents did music in the 80s, so the beginning part of my childhood was spent on the road, tour bus. Name of that group was RJ's Latest Arrival. So around that time, it would be like Fresh Fest time when they was touring with them and Houdini and all of them. And then it got a little normal when they retired, and they decided to open up the studio.
Him and John Sally, they decided to form a record company / studio, and they were signing a bunch of artists, and we were one of the artists to get signed. And just before we got signed, we wanted to bring By 10 back into the fold, so that's when the core of Slum Village got together. We recorded some records, and then, you know, it was history after that. Unfortunately, we didn't get the deal for a lot of reasons, and then we didn't get signed again until 10 years later. Even when they was alive and they left the group, people was telling me to hang it up. So people always gonna say that. But the actual members that were in the group, they told me to keep it going. So from Dilla and By 10. So they both wanted me to keep it going, whether they was here or a part of it or not.
I was appreciative just to be in the thoughts, in the run-ins to even do it. It's like my big brothers. I've been knowing them since I was 5, 6 years old. So it was just like helping them get to where they wanted to go. I was helping myself. So anything I could do to continue the legacy moving forward, you know, was always in my best interest. And I just wanted to see it keep going because we worked so hard to get it to a certain point.
With us, let's just say you got Jay Dilla. He's kind of the foundation of it, in a sense that he showed me how to produce and make beats and doing stuff. I already came up with my own rhyme style, but he showed me how to produce, and then he showed Jay how to produce. And anybody who's kind of been in the group has had somewhat of, you know, that teaching. So it was always a steady. It wasn't no like outsiders. Everybody had been around. It's so we all know what's up. So that's why we was able to keep it so consistent. You know what I'm saying? Because the basic of the music is the music. And then what we saying on top of it, you know what I'm saying? And we was able to keep that vibe going. We're known as a soulful group, but the lyrics have always been gritty and kind of grimy. So that's what Detroit gives us. We grew up, and it wasn't a nice guy path when it came to that, because it was about the grit of Detroit and just growing up in the streets. The future of Slum Village, we got a lot of things on the table. I'm excited about a lot of things.
There is much more to come about Slum Village during our hour-long Black Music Month series that's streaming this week on CBS Detroit. For the final week of Black Music Month, we're actually putting a spotlight together on the Motown sound, and you'll hear from 2 Hitsville icons, Detroit rise into the national spotlight. It's going to be next week on CBS Detroit.